punched the intercom for the apartments and grabbed the knob. Voices snared my attention, and I cocked my head, listening. A handful of words seeped through the closed shop door. "Don't you tell me—" The buzzer sounded before I could find out what the speaker didn't want to hear, and I jerked the door open. The reply was equally angry, but undecipherable. Aimee? I honestly couldn't recognize the speaker or tell if the other person was male or female, but it was none of my business, and my left shoulder ached for the ministrations of my waiting friend, so I closed the door behind me and trotted up the stairs. Seetha waved me into her sanctuary with a graceful sweep of the arm. Her royal purple tank top and cotton drawstring shorts were perfect for the day, much better than my sticky t-shirt and knee-length yoga pants. The earthy tang of Nagshampa incense hung in the air. "You cut your hair," I said. "It looks great." "I went to your stylist." She raked her fingers through the black chin-length bob. "She said she lost track of how many women with long hair had come in saying, 'Cut it all off.' I thought Seattle summers were supposed to be cool, but at least they're not humid like Boston." "Oh, I forgot. This is your first full summer here." I dropped my tote and yoga mat on the floor and toed off my flip-flops. I wish I could say it's never like this, but the times, they are a-changin'. Seetha rents 2 of the 3 second-floor apartments, the 1-bedroom in back where she lives, and the studio up front where she works. Aimee had recently taken over the 2-bedroom on the other side. "Sing out when you're ready." She stepped behind the rice paper screen, and I heard her washing her hands in the kitchen sink. A striking photo of a birch grove in full leaf hung on one dove-gray wall, a poster of the 7 chakras on another. I nodded toward the Kuan-Yin statue in the corner and paused to inhale the tranquility of the space. Then I peeled off my sweaty yoga togs and slipped between the silky soft bamboo sheets on the massage table. Either the argument downstairs had ended, or the floors of the old brick building were thick enough to muffle the sound. I called to Seetha, closed my eyes, and let my breath begin to slow. Seetha padded into the room and switched on soft music. I'm not big on soft music except in certain circumstances, but this was one of them. Tuneless, drumless, meant to mellow the mind without engaging it. My pal Laurel met Seetha shortly after she moved here, when one of her catering clients suggested Seetha for a massage. They hit it off, and Laurel invited her to join our Tuesday night Flick Chicks confab for movies and girl time. Both the yoga and body work were part of my mother's self-care recommendations, now that I was closer to 45 than 40. "Tell me what's going on with your body," Seetha said now. I described the ache in my shoulder, the result of catching a box of spice jars when one of my employees stumbled, and a few twinges from busy days and too much time on my feet. She folded back the sheet and laid one oiled hand between my shoulder blades. Simple magic. With each stroke of her hands across my upper back, I drifted deeper and deeper into an otherworldly state, half awake, half asleep, and completely content. She just started on my left trapezius when heavy steps pounding up the stairs broke my trance. A loud knock on the studio door followed, long and insistent. "Back in a sec," Seetha said. I heard her cross the room and step into the hall. As earlier, the words were indistinct, but the urgency was clear. And the visitor was definitely female. Then Seetha was back. "Pepper, there's a medical emergency downstairs. I'm going down to help until the EMTs arrive." She sounded anxious, though I could tell she didn't want to worry me. "Aimee?" I said, sitting up in alarm. Hadn't the shop been closed when I got here? The clock across the room read 20 minutes after 1. "She's fine. You rest. I'll be back before you know it." The door snicked shut behind her. Lying quietly was not my specialty, but it would do me good. I woke with a start, and that realization that you've fallen asleep without intending to